It's just my preference.
Beating beefy bitches. Triple B.
And I like to use their skin.
You're throwing bees at me, babe.
Yep.
Yeah. Wait, what'd you say?
Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast. 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 Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast.
I'm pregnant. I do not want to touch his ass.
Sorry about that.
No, you good, huh? We good.
Well, hi.
Hey.
Hold on. Well, hi.
Hi.
And welcome to Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast.
Oh, God.
I am Matty Daddy. I sleep on an air mattress. There's a hole in it. It's depressing. Simonson, and I'm here with
Jake. I'm upstairs. The midget Hillsback.
Theo Vaughn. Love that guy. I've known about that for a long time now.
Yep.
I love the reference there. You know, a lot of fun stuff. This podcast, you know, June 17th, Thursday.
Yep.
It's actually the 30th episode.
Yeah.
Of Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast. So
Believe it or not.
we've reached a milestone.
Again.
And I'd like you to join the Mile High Club with me.
Right now?
I mean,
Do you have an airplane?
We'll figure it out later.
Did you know
Yeah.
that they have...
No, I already know. I said, you don't need to tell me the story. And this week, no, continue.
That was really hurt. Like, he doesn't give a shit. No, they have single-person helicopters. Like
Yeah.
one-man helicopters
Yeah.
for like $3,000. That's it.
I don't think that's actually factually correct.
Fucking Google it. $3,000, and you can fly wherever the fuck you want. I'm assuming you have to have a pilot's license and shit, but...
That seems very cheap for
Right?
a fucking flying death machine.
Yeah, it might be 10. I don't remember.
10 grand?
Yeah.
That still seems cheap.
Yeah, but I don't think it's over that.
If I had to guess, this is a fun game for all the viewers at home.
Sure.
If I had to guess how much a helicopter costed,
A full size.
full-size helicopter,
With or without machine guns and rockets.
yeah, just without,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah.
I would say over $1 million.
No.
I don't know.
Our big-ass tile plow is only $600.
Yeah, but that doesn't fly.
No, but it has a fucking diesel engine the size of your house.
Let us know in the comments
Yeah.
section. Hey, I wrote you a song.
Did you?
Yeah, you know, we've been watching so many podcasts between Tim Dillon, Theo Vaughn, you know, fucking Santino, Whiskey Ginger, you know, Bobby Lee, Tiger Belly, all that fucking bullshit. You know, there's a podcast called Scissor Bros.
Love the Scissor Bros.
They start out the episodes with a song.
Yeah.
And
Excellent songs, too, by the way.
yeah, and last week Jeremiah had a scissor on, or his sister.
He did bring his scissors, though. There were scissors there. Go ahead.
And they made a song for Stevie Weeby, and it just fucking inspired me.
Sure.
Like, I have all this love for you and all this admiration. I'm like, how can I can't possibly just speak it to him where he would know how I feel with normal words.
Right. You have to sing it.
Yeah, maybe if I put it into song form, you could really realize how much I
Sure.
care.
That makes sense. Can I hear it?
I thought it made sense.
Will you sing it for me?
I will, right after I get through this. We got a lot of things going on in this episode. We're going to do the returning segment from last episode called This Day in History, that being June 17th. And we also got a segment that is new that you're going to
Yes.
bring up that I really don't know much about.
We'll get into it.
We'll get into the bonus boners and a few other things. So stay tuned. Are you ready for my song?
I just want to hear the song. Oh, I'm super excited.
You ready for this? Bam, 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 bam. You want to finish that?
The song?
Yeah, where I left off with the bam, 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 bam.
But I'd rather you... I just want to hear your song.
Bam, 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 bam. Okay. It goes a little something like this.
Give it to me. Give it to me, Daddy.
Hey midget, you're my favorite guy. Hey midget, I like it that you're bisexual. No one knows until this podcast grows. I wanna be the one to be your number one. Please take off my clothes. We are not gay. Matty Daddy and the midget are both straight. We are not gay until we see a big ass penis in our face. Hey midget, I wrote you this dope ass song. Hey midget, you can take the condom off. I know you got a fucking problem pulling out, but you can keep it in. Jizzing in the butt of someone you trust, that's what you call a friend. Hey midget, I mean we are not gay. Matty Daddy and the midget love per se. We are not gay. Welcome to the podcast, you little bitch. Now suck my dick.
Excellent.
Thank you. Are you just saying that?
No, that's actually very well written.
Wow. You know, I was taking a shit earlier, and I was thinking about you.
You think about me when you shit?
Yeah, so I just wrote that song.
That's adorable.
Thanks.
If there's one place or one thing you could be doing that makes you think of me, I'm super glad it's poop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, well, you know, I'm like normally like, I'm like, oh, I wonder what midget's doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I actually was
like, yeah.
yeah. I've been on the phone with you while you're shitting, and those are actually accurate noises.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, it's totally true.
Yeah, it's fact.
Which brings me to a thing. Do you want to hear my impersonation of the lead singer from Modest Mouse?
Yes, of course.
Well! Now, do you want to hear my impersonation of the lead singer from Metallica, James Hetfield?
Yes.
Now, do you want to hear my impersonation of the lead singer from Limp Bizkit, Fred Durst?
Yes.
Yeah!
You got any more?
No, that was it.
What about,
Yeah, keep them coming. I'll try them out.
give me a, I can't think of the band, but it's Ace of Spades. Give me the Ace of Spades guy.
I know you like to gamble, but I think that's me. Win some, you lose some, it's all a game.
That was actually very good.
Let me kill him, Master, yeah.
Wow.
What else you got? It gave me a headache, though.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Do you want to take a break, or do you want to give me another one?
I'm fine. Break me off a piece of that.
Kit Kat bar, of course.
What you got?
Give me your best Nick Lachey. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I saw you in a flying star. I wished upon and wondered where you are. I fucked Jessica Simpson back in the day, but I'm Nick Lachey and now I'm gay.
I'm gonna skip the fact that it was an okay impression.
I don't even know what that guy sounds like.
No, I don't either. I'm just assuming. I only fucking listened to 98 Degrees when it's like one song back in 98.
I don't even know a single song they sing, but I'm pretty much 100% sure that those are actual lyrics.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I was actually gonna give you props, but if they're actual lyrics, then I gotta give them props, because that was very well.
Well, you can give me props for not having heard the song in over 10 years and still remembering the lyrics.
True. That's pretty impressive.
Props for that.
Because those were very well written.
Thank you. I mean,
The rhyme scheme is excellent.
That's what he would say.
Yeah.
You got one more?
Give me
You want me to do the lead singer of Nickelback?
do Nickelback, and then I got one for you. Chad Kroeger, by the way.
I'll do it landing in line because I'll never again see you in a minute. Look at this, but I want to know what it's like to be 5'4".
That was pretty good. Now this is one I think you're going to enjoy doing.
Okay.
Can I hear your best Sturgill?
Sturgill Simpson?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing.
I didn't ask for excuses.
No, I've heard many good things about him. I've only listened to a few songs.
Okay, give me Cody.
Cody Jenks?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that one I can do easy.
Sure, let's hear it. Is that part of it?
I'm trying to think of how that goes. Well, Well, I started on the whiskey pretty early this morning. That's alright. I was up all night, but I passed out before the sun came up. I really wanted to see one of those I know.
That's pretty good.
Thanks. I practice though.
I mean, like, I'm sure a lot of people can do it better, but that's really
Oh
good.
yeah, I did.
That's really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 or 4 people in the world could probably do it better than I just did.
300 or 400?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 7 billion people in the world, that's still pretty good odds. I'd say 3 or 4 million, just being honest.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
But A for effort,
I mean, I can give B+.
F for friends.
Who do stuff together.
B
U
for-
is for ukulele. N is for anywhere and anytime at all down here in the deep blue sea.
Nazi Germany. So we got a lot of other fun stuff. You know, I mean, I got my song for you. Yeah.
That's
so the algorithm video.
Yeah.
We made a video called the algorithm. You know,
Holla at 'em.
because I mean, no one knows what the fucking algorithm is, or where it is, or how you find it, or what you do to it once you find it.
Sure, some people do, but they're dead now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like any president who tried to squeeze out too many inside stuff for the people.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, what ends up happening? Boom, shot to the head.
Yep.
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 So I mean, it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
So luckily we didn't find it because we would be dead right now.
Well.
I mean, dead.
Right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, the thing is, they don't know if we found it or not, unless they watch the video.
Yeah. So, spoiler alert. Watch the fucking video because there's other stuff in there too. And I mean, we had a fun time doing it.
The spoiler alert was watch the video?
No, we said that we didn't find it before we told them to watch the video.
True.
So they already know that we didn't, but we got close. We got about a midget penis away.
I mean, at least 3 midget penises.
Yeah, I'm not saying yours. I'm just saying a typical midget. You're actually pretty stacked for a fucking midget penis.
How stacked?
Fucking stacked, bro. Fucking, your dick is yoked.
It's huge?
It's fucking huge.
Is it huge or cute?
It's too big. It's in too many air codes, and I'm about to put it on fucking notice.
Fucking notice!
Oh my god. Anyways,
Yeah,
we're yelling a lot.
and that's it.
That's it. Will you rub my knee? Just real quick.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
I'm not done. I'll let you know when I'm finished.
Your knees are really bruised. Is there a reason for that?
No.
Fat chicks need loving too.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it was from the dick sucking.
Sit on my face cause I ain't too picky and ride my mouth till your pussy gets sticky, you know. Give me your best
Wow.
Bill Cosby impersonation.
Well, puddin' pop.
Zip bop, zippity bop, oh Rudy, I wanna be your boyfriend. You let me do the world. Anyway.
Why was that so close to Chris Rock?
Black people! Yeah. I feel like I'm just checking off these boxes really fast. What else is new? What's been going on?
In the world?
Yeah, so let's go back to the algorithm video.
Yeah.
How long did that take us to film? 5 hours?
About 3 hours more than my wife wanted.
Yeah. Well, you know how you keep her quiet though, right?
Oh.
Fucking old.
Yeah, keep an open hand. That'll keep you out of jail.
No, I mean fan her off because it's been really hot. So just keep her cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit her.
And then after that, fucking.
You gotta keep an open fist. It'll keep you out of
Yeah,
jail.
open fist.
Keeps you out of jail.
Yeah. Or another trick I learned about in prison. You punch him in the thighs.
Sure.
You want to avoid the face. That one's obvious.
Okay.
You punch him in the knees or the thighs.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, they could have just fell out of bed or something. But
Sure.
the face, that one's hard.
I mean, it's prison. People get shanked a lot, so
Yeah. Or the fucking the bag of fleshlights trick. That works pretty good too.
just put it in a pillowcase.
Pillowcase, fucking. Because then it just leaves like dick shape prints on them.
Sure,
And
sure.
I'm like, dude, no, you were just at the fucking bukkake last night. I saw you there.
Yeah, we were all there.
Mhm.
We all saw you.
Well, that's how you'd see him, because you were there too. You know? I'm not one to judge. I mean, it may not be my cup of tea, but hey.
Maybe your cup of coffee.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe your cup of shut the fuck up!
Yeah.
Yeah, so fun stuff there.
Anyway.
Return to the nest. I don't want to give too many spoilers away, but yeah, if you like the fleshlight video we did, which that seemed to get more views, that seemed to sneak into the algorithm a bit better than the actual video talking about the fucking algorithm.
That's because so many people are searching for fleshlights.
Yeah, that is true, and not a whole lot of people are searching for the algorithm. But we are.
I mean, do we really want to admit that? We're gonna get murdered. We're not supposed to know what the algorithm is.
That's true. I was about to say we are, and we were, and we still are. We're not gonna stop until we fucking drop, which might be in like a week or two. So this could be the last MDATN podcast.
True. I might shop until I drop, though. That's my thing. I love shopping. Just spend it.
Yeah?
Spend that dough.
What do you spend it on?
Just suck his dick and get his card.
Oh.
Just go shopping. Nails, shoes,
So
purses.
not with your own money.
No.
I've found that shopping's a lot funner when you're actually not spending your own money. Is that true?
Yeah. I don't have to work. I don't like to work.
So let me interview you some more, because you bring up some really fascinating points. And what is your name again? I'm sorry.
Yes, it's Janiqua.
Janiqua, Maddie
Yeah.
A316.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So you say you love shopping.
I love shopping.
And you like to find a guy and just get his card so you don't actually have to spend your own money.
What? You don't want it? What? Yeah.
You turned
So,
British.
I don't know why I did it again. Yeah, so I like to find a guy who is, like,
Preference?
not attractive,
Yeah.
because attractive guys are just too confident. They won't
Yeah.
buy it, you
Yeah.
know? You just gotta find a real ugly guy that has a lot of money, and you just give him one dick suck, and he's so blown away by the dick sucking that he just gives you money to go shopping.
So you're saying basically any ugly guy with a penis and some money can get their dick sucked and stuff.
Yeah, it's just duck sucking stuff.
So is there like an app I can join to, because that kind of sounds right up my alley.
I mean, I don't use an app. I don't know why I got an accent again.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I just like to go to like tech conventions.
Yeah?
Yeah, cause like nerdy guys are the easiest ones. They make apps and they get super rich.
Because they're so horny.
They're super horny because they're just like technology and shit.
And they don't know how to go up to women and initiate a conversation.
They don't
so
talk to them.
If you just come straight up to them and be like, I'll suck your dick.
Yeah, you gotta suck their dick. You come at them in a different way.
Then they're like, oh my god, pencils start falling out of their pen protector's pocket and shit.
Do people still have those?
I don't know.
I don't think they do.
Maybe not.
But no, so basically, you got the right one when you walk up,
Yeah.
and they immediately get a wet spot in their pants.
Uh-huh.
Cause that just means that they're not used to the bitches.
I'm sure you've smelled the wet spot, so is it piss? Because they're
It's
excited, or is it
It's
jizz?
definitely the Semens.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Is it ever like a mix between both, would you say?
I mean, it depends if they were like had to pee at the time. Cause
Oh, right.
sometimes,
Right.
sometimes it just overpowers it and they both come out.
Well, and they both come out the same hole, too, so it's probably always a little bit of a mix.
They do?
You get some cross trace.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I thought there was two holes.
You
Or is
didn't
that
know
just
it?
little Dicky?
That could just be him.
I heard he got called Swiss cheese. Growing up. Yeah, because he has multiple.
I'd like to see his dick.
I would like to see his dick too.
You know
I'd
what?
suck at it. He's so much money.
I also hear that his dick is made from his ball skin, so
Yeah.
that could be troubling.
Chicken skin.
Chicken skin.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you, Valissa, or whatever the fuck your name was.
Janiqua.
Janiqua.
Jeez.
Um,
Speaking of which, how much money you have?
Can we exchange? We'll exchange numbers later.
Oh,
I need my
you
co-host.
loaded.
I need my co-host back. If you could grab him from the fucking closet that you just blew him in,
Yeah.
tell him to come
He
back.
doesn't have money. I just blew him because I like
Oh,
him.
yeah.
I just like him.
I could've
just
told you that.
dick sucking stuff.
He's just got a dick.
It's duck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for dick suck.
Okay, I'll go get it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So how was that interview?
Dude. You let that chick suck your D?
I mean, she seemed interested. I haven't got a dick sucking in a minute, you know.
Her voice was so annoying, I have to say, like, if she didn't give a good blowjob, I'd chalk that up as an L for you.
Well, that's why I was okay with it, because it shut her up.
Yeah, you didn't have to
Yeah.
hear like all you heard was
Yeah, and then like when she took it out, she would just keep saying dick sucking stuff. It was weird.
duck sucking stuff.
Yeah, just like that.
Wow, that's fucking crazy, man.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, where were we at?
Fucking crazy, man.
That's Tim's got bad mom.
You sucked off someone's time, man.
Sucked off some salmon?
Fucking crazy, man.
Crazy man. You act like you're chewing. You did it really good. Oh, sucked off some salmon?
So, fucking.
Yeah, where were we
Here,
before I got dick sucked in the...
Type in UFC here. Actually, it's right here. Never mind.
Yeah.
So there's some, UFC card. UFC 263 happened last Saturday. But we're gonna let you guys on a little hint. We actually filmed this podcast.
No!
I know, but we have to tell them.
You don't let the fucking... You don't let Dorothy see the wizard behind the curtain?
I know, but we want to make predictions on it, and how can we make predictions on something that already happened?
Podcast magic is just gonna be gone.
I know it is, but, like, it is what it is. Like, look, if we get these predictions right, then we look smart. But we can't just talk about it before, Are you winking, or are you blinking?
No, I have a twitch.
Oh, okay.
I won't stop.
Let's just make some quick picks on, let's just do the top 3 fights, because we don't want to talk, we don't want to beat a dead whore and talk about shit that's already happened. So let's just make some fucking
if
picks
we
on it.
do beat a horror, we are definitely talking about something that's already happened.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
And if we do, we're going to need to call each other to help pick this bitch up, because more than likely she's going to be a beefy bitch.
Yeah.
And we're going to need help pulling her body out of the trunk.
You only beat beefy bitches?
I think I got off on the wrong foot.
Well, I mean, that's the 3 B's of women beating,
It's just my preference.
Beating beefy bitches. Triple B.
And I like to use their skin.
You're throwing bees at me, babe.
Yep.
Yeah. Wait, what'd you say?
So who do you got between Leon Edwards and Nate Diaz?
I mean, I would love for Nate to get another win in his win column.
But
Leon's definitely going to win that fight. I mean...
I don't know about definitely, but I would agree. I would think Leon will win it, but I mean... Back the first time fucking Connor and Nate fought, everyone would have been saying the same thing about Connor.
That's true.
But the thing about Leon is he's a bit bigger than Nate.
He is. Plus, he's on this streak right now that's incredible. I can't believe he hasn't got a title shot yet.
Well, it's because he was out for like 2 years, and then when he did come back, he fucking poked Bilal Muhammad in the eye.
That's right. I forgot about that.
He hasn't really had a fucking decisive victory in over 2 years, so...
Sure.
But, Dana White, he's been asked, like, if Leon wins his fight, can he jump over Colby for the title shot at
I don't see that
Usman?
happening at all.
Dana just says Colby's the #1 contender.
Yeah.
And I love that, too, because he
definitely
fucking
next.
deserves it.
Well, he waited for it.
But, yeah, and sometimes Dana and UFC people don't like that,
Right, but they realize what they have here in that fight.
And Dana always says that the fight between Usman and Covington is one of the greatest fights he's ever seen.
Wow, that's saying a lot.
Yeah, that is saying a lot.
So,
I mean...
He also said, coming from the owner of the UFC, he also said John Jones was the GOAT, so...
Yeah. And apparently he's not going to be back till next year. That's what John Jones told.
Is that what's happening? Because I haven't heard much on it since we last talked.
Fucking Ngannou and Derek Lewis will guaranteed be the next...
That's for sure?
Fight, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be
I think Lewis has even seen contracts, potentially signed them.
Really?
But what I want to say about this real quick is Usman and his manager,
Sure.
Ali Day Sleaze or whatever is what Covington calls him.
Yeah.
He's a piece of shit.
He's got stuff on his sleeve.
Dude, I fucking hate the guy. And they're trying to find anyone but Colby. Like, they were talking about possibly fighting fucking, what's his name? The last dude to fight Neil Magny. What was that? You remember. You watched that fight. It happened at like 12. It happened at like noon. For some reason.
God. That was a while ago.
I can't think of his fucking name. But they were trying to fight like that guy instead of Covington. And he's like ranked number 6 or 7. Covington's #1. That fight needs to happen.
I think they know what... Covington's going to fucking put up a very good chance against Usman.
Yeah, he's going to put up a great chance against Usman.
I said what I said, and I don't take it back.
All right, I'm taking Leon too.
Yep.
Figueiredo Moreno.
Figgy.
The rematch of one of the greatest flyweight fights of all time.
Sure. Yeah, I'd definitely take it Figgy, though. What are you doing? You know what dead air does. Talk!
I might take Moreno.
No, you're not. Bold move, Captain.
I just want a little bit of difference here, and honestly, that's the closest fucking fight on here. Adesanya and Vettori.
You already know what it is.
I'm gonna take Izzy too.
Izzy.
But honestly, I think Vittori's really fucking good.
Is you is or is you ain't?
I is and I ain't.
You're both.
I is taking Izzy, but I ain't taking Vittori. But I ain't be surprised if Vittori beat the is.
I mean,
and it just is what it is.
oh my god, what a great connection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Speaking of connection, how about this fucking my internet all of a sudden starting to work
Your internet's been working.
we said, well, you know what the fuck I mean. So, and then another
Did you
thing.
just mistake internet for an entire computer system?
Yes.
Okay.
So, that's it for the UFC. I know by this time it already happened. Let's see how our fucking picks worked out for us.
We're time travelers and we're recording in the past.
Honestly, I'd probably really take Figueiredo over Moreno, but
You already wrote it on the paper.
yeah.
Car ramrod.
So, the fucking
The fucking, huh?
the NBA
Yeah.
playoffs are happening right
They
now.
are.
We made some picks on the last podcast for the first round because the first round was still going on then.
We're going to talk
The
about
second
that.
round is going on now and will probably still be going on by the time this podcast airs.
Sure.
So, let's take a look at how our predictions turned
I don't
out.
want to talk about it.
You picked the 76ers in 4. I picked them in 6. They took it in 5 to the Wizards. You picked the Lakers in 6. I picked the Lakers in 7. They got beat by the Suns in 5. You picked the Knicks in 7. I picked the Knicks in 7. They got beat by the Hawks in 5. You picked the Jazz in 5. I picked the Jazz in 5. They beat the Grizzlies in 5.
Oh shit, we both nailed that one.
You picked the Bucks in 6. I picked the Bucks in 6. The Bucks beat... Who the fuck did they play? Anyways, they won. Who the fuck did they
Who
play?
the fuck did they play?
Oh, the Heat.
It was the
Yeah, they swept the Heat.
We both just realized that at the same time. Did you notice
Yeah,
that? That was cool.
that's weird.
Go ahead.
You picked the Mavs in 6. I picked the Clippers in 7. Bozinga! I got it right.
Bullzinga?
Bozinga, which actually sounds a lot like Kristaps Porzingis, player for the Mavs. So shout out to him. You picked the Nets in 5. Bozinga, you got it right. I picked the Nets in 6. I was off by 1 game. They beat the Celtics in 5. You picked the Blazers in 6. I picked the Blazers in 7. We were both wrong. Nuggets took the Blazers in 6.
It took you 3 times saying Blazers to say it right.
Yeah, it's one of those, the tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips.
Yeah.
Or what was it? Real world?
Real world, real rules?
Real world rules. Yeah. So, and then we picked finals matchups.
Yes.
So, believe it or not, yours, we're only in the second round, yours is already out the fucking window.
Yeah.
You picked 76ers versus the Mavs.
I was trying to rock the boat a little bit, you know? Shake it up.
And I picked the Nets versus the Jazz. And I will continue to bring it up every single fucking episode because it'll happen.
If it does happen, dude, that's going to be the second year in a row that you picked the fucking finals.
Yep, because I did pick the fucking... did I pick the Heat? I definitely picked the Lakers winning last year.
I'm pretty sure you... No, maybe it was just the winning. I don't know if you picked the
So,
finals.
okay, with the fucking 8 teams remaining, you don't have to pick a finals, but who do you think's going to win the championship?
The ship?
Because I'm picking the Jazz.
I know you are. I'm going to take the Nets still. They got a lot
Do
going
you think
for
it'll be the Nets and the Jazz?
Honestly, the way the Jazz is playing, absolutely.
And I mean, the Bucks did beat the Nets the other night, but
But
it was
they
a
lost first
slim
two.
fucking margin.
And they lost first two. So.
Yeah, and right now, at the time we're recording this podcast, the fucking Nets are up 2-1 to the Bucks. It'll be different by the time you hear it, but hey,
It is what it is?
SR Midget D's.
Huh.
Yeah,
Does that stand for Suck Righteous Midget D's?
it stands for WWAGD. What would Al Gore do?
Oh.
So you take the Nets to win the finals?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Nets.
All right. Quick little bit more sports talk here. You're talking about Aaron Rodgers. There's some controversy going on there. What's going on?
Sure, I was wondering, I wanted to get your take on it. I don't know if you heard much about it, but there's a bunch of talk and drama with Aaron Rodgers in the front office of Green Bay. Basically, he's like, I don't want to be your fucking chip in the pot.
Deck talking stuff.
Yeah, just deck stock and stuff. I don't want to go out there and deck stock and win another MVP and possibly a Super Bowl for you guys if I'm just gonna get booted to the fucking free agency next year because of Love.
That makes sense.
And is it Jordan or Justice Jordan? Right, Jordan Love.
Who is that? A receiver?
No, he's the fucking quarterback Green Bay's drafted last year.
Oh yeah. I did hear about this.
And there's a couple reports out. One of them was saying how there's absolutely no way in fuck he's going to go back there. He's done there. Aaron Rodgers isn't going to be at Green Bay this year. And there's another report completely conflicting that, saying...
By who? Do you know?
I don't remember the names or who reported them. But the other one was saying, like, no, it may be drama right now, but they'll get it worked out before season starts and he'll be there playing. I want to get your take on what you think is going to happen, because me personally, I don't think he's going back this year.
Well, it's very interesting, right? Because last year the Packers had a really fucking good team. They,
Rodgers won MVP.
yeah, what was their record? 12-4, 11-5, something like that?
Sure.
But anyways, their fucking defense was the best it's been in years.
Because the last few years before that had been absolute garbage.
Yes.
Yeah.
So their defense actually stepped it up. And then, I mean, I think the greatest asset you could have for a quarterback is a fucking amazing wide receiver. And they have that in Devontae Adams. Right? That's his name, right?
He fucking... I won one of my leagues on fantasy football with him.
Yeah. Anyone who probably picked him did very well in fantasy football.
I'm like $450.
So, I mean, and he's a young receiver, you know.
Very talented.
Rodgers will probably be... They'll probably be both kind of close to the end of their prime at the same time, you know. Because receivers normally...
Burnout.
Their prime comes a bit faster than quarterbacks. Rodgers, I mean, I think he's probably got another 8-10 years left. He's only 34, 35, something like that.
I guarantee within the next 2 or 3 years he's retired.
No. Are you fucking kidding me?
Where's my button?
You want to write that down?
Where's my button?
What? Guarantee?
Guaranteed Aaron Rodgers is retired before 2023. Do 24. The 24 season. We are definitely going to forget this.
I'm writing it down.
Oh. You gonna keep that paper forever?
When you say, like, the craziest bullshit statements of all time, I have to write them down. Like when you said Al Strovering's going to win the championship this year, or the title this year. How'd that work out for you? He lost his fight, and then he got cut by the UFC.
hang on.
Within like 2 months,
I would like to go back. I want you to go back in the fucking footage, and I want you to see what I said. Because I think I said he will win the championship, or he will be a champion. And he's moving to a different thing. I think he's going somewhere.
Back to kickboxing.
Yeah. What if he wins a kickboxing championship this year?
He's 40 years old.
Yep. What if he does? Then I'm still accurate. And that still was true.
Hey, here's my guarantee.
I'm going to keep it.
Guarantee wherever Overeem goes to next, he gets knocked out in his first fight.
Write it down.
Alright.
A lot of bold claims this episode, folks.
So, anyways, about Rodgers.
Yeah, I wanted to get your take on it.
So, I think, depending on what the options are out there, I think it'd be probably smartest for him to stay with Green Bay. He knows that system. He's basically in control of fucking everything. He's the second head coach on the fucking field. You know, he's been there so fucking long.
Sure.
Like 15 years or something.
Well, he was on the team for like, what, 4 before Favre retired?
Yeah, so he won the Super Bowl in 2010, so I mean, probably 15 years. Something close to that, if not more.
Sure.
But having Davante Adams, you're not going to get a much better wide receiver in the league.
Sure.
Like, so unless you're going to, which he's not going to, but like, unless you go to the fucking Seahawks and you have, whatever the fuck that guy's
Speaking
name
of
is.
Seahawks, Russell Wilson actually just came out with a statement saying nothing is wrong here, I'm staying.
Yeah.
Because there's a bunch of talks about him in the front office too.
Yeah, I heard about that. It sounded like he's staying now too, but whatever wide receiver they have, DJ Metcalf.
The fuck, he's so jacked, dude.
Unless he was going to a team with like a legit receiving core like that, something like that, I think it'd be smartest for him to stay in Green Bay just because their defense was so good last year.
Sure.
So I think it might be more of a head coaching dispute. I don't think he likes that they got rid of fucking McCarthy, and he probably doesn't like this new coach. But I think his best bet is to stay in Green Bay.
That's not what I asked, though.
What do I think's gonna happen? I think he'll stay in Green Bay.
You think first game of this season he'll be starting?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to get your take on it.
What other team needs a fucking quarterback that would try and get Aaron Rodgers?
I mean, there's a few of them.
But has the type of roster that Rodgers would want to go to? The Vikings? You think another fucking... But I mean, they don't got the receiving core that Green Bay does.
Didn't Kirk Cousins just sign a fucking contract?
Still, they can maneuver and do trades and all that bullshit.
I mean, yeah, that's true. But they're not going to trade, though.
Yeah, Cousins signed a contract like 3 years ago or something like
They're
that.
not going to trade him, though. Either he's going to fucking pull out of his contract, or he's going to play.
So if he pulled out of his contract, they wouldn't have to pay him and he'd just be a free agent?
Yeah, and if he does that, like, whatever, like, he gets a certain amount of money prior. If he pulls out, he has to pay that back.
Well, hey, here's the fucking
They could
thing.
waive it, but...
Here's the fucking thing. If he goes to any team, he should go to the Las Vegas Raiders.
They do.
And I was going to say, he's from California. That doesn't even
matter.
though,
No,
because they play in Vegas.
Yep.
But the fucking... God, I was so bad at football last year, especially the Raiders, because they disappoint me.
Mm-hmm.
But they have an amazing wide receiver. I think he's a rookie or second-year wide receiver. I cannot fucking think of his name. If there was any Raider fans listening to this podcast right now, they would come to the conclusion that I'm a fucking
idiot.
A faker, a hater, a douchebag, and a bulldog.
A dot socker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like dock socking
Yeah,
stuff.
dot socker.
And then they got Josh Jacobs at running back. That would and John Gruden at coach. So that would be a really good situation for him.
Sure.
I think. I can't really think of too many other teams though that would be a better situation for him than Green Bay.
Right. But he also might not even be thinking about that because he's already played for how many seasons. He might just be like, I don't want to be here
I want out.
under this fucking...
I'm tired of these. I'm tired of this cheese. I'm tired of these fat ass Wisconsin women. I'm tired of you dropping your bottle cap on my floor. I want the fuck out. Hey, once you pick that up, we got a new segment.
We do.
That you need to tell us about.
So, as you all may know from previous episodes, Matty Daddy is... When I say not the greatest, I'm highly overly doing it because he does not understand technology. He doesn't understand new things in technology. He just figured out Bluetooth a couple days ago.
Blue Chew.
Not what I said. But, so what I decided was, I think we need to have a new segment where I ask him questions about technology and stuff like that. And he has to tell me what he thinks it means or what it is. And we'll ask him like 3, and he has to get 2 out of 3 right. You know, majority. And we're gonna call it What the
Hold on,
Tech.
I have to Google what majority means.
Sure, go ahead.
Oh, it's like something is in the odds or it's in your favor.
No, that's Hunger Games.
Okay, continue.
Yeah. So we're gonna call it What the Tech. And it's basically just quizzing you on stuff you are very bad at learning.
Let's go.
Sure. Starting off, we'll give you 3 questions.
Mm.
We need you to get 2 out of 3, okay?
Alfalfa.
That's you. You're already done. You missed one already. Just kidding.
Algorithm.
No, if we knew that, we wouldn't have made a video.
Antifa.
I gotta find my fucking questions here. Give me a ba. Alright, ready?
No. Okay, go.
What is, and I'm looking for a definition here, okay? No, I don't need an exact word for word.
I have to Google what definition is.
Oh, God.
The meaning of a word.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm not looking for an exact thing here. You can paraphrase.
Right.
Granted, you're not going to get it
That's
right.
all I know how to do.
Tell me, in your best words, what is a cookie?
Could I get that used in a sentence?
Sure. Do you want to block or allow cookies on this website?
Ooh, I've seen that before. I click allow.
Hmm.
Did I win?
That's not a definition.
Oh, definition.
In your best words.
So a cookie is something on a computer.
Sure.
It's something when you go to a website and it asks you, do you want to allow cookies? So I think that means basically they're asking if you want to file share with, you want to like via file share, like well, there's a couple file shares and they scissor.
Yeah.
And they want to allow you, they want to ask if you allow them to enter your perimeter and if, wait, what was the question?
What's a cookie?
Okay, so a cookie is like a piece of file information.
Okay.
And they need to access your computer to intertwine what the data where you both need to know to both be on the same page as far as the website.
Is this a Joe Biden speech?
Come on, man.
I don't think you actually gave a definition there. I think you just danced around it like a lawyer.
I was trying to explain it to myself. A cookie. It's a file. It's the X-Files.
Like what kind of file?
It's an information file.
Okay, that's close. A piece of
It's a
data.
cookie file.
Look at data.
It's
Okay.
data from Star Trek.
Now, what does that piece of data do?
Oh, that's the easy one. That piece of data, basically what it does is, it accesses your files and it scans your database. And basically, you just you come to the same conclusion that you need to do this kind of like the terms and conditions on anything you read. It's like basically you need to just click the box or whatever and just say yes, allow cookies.
It is the fucking terms and conditions of the internet, but
Is it?
I'm not.
So I got that right.
I'm not gonna allow that. That was just a.
Come on,
That was a
man.
fucking like metaphor for it.
Come on, man.
No, it's a block of data that's placed on your computer.
Block. I said block.
No, you didn't. It's a piece of data put on your computer so that the website can track your activity.
That's what I said.
You did not say that.
I said.
You said it's a piece of data.
I
When I
said-
said what does it do, you said it fucking
I said it's
terms
like
and conditions.
I said it's like Khalid. It's ask for your location. And he's sending you your location, and it's a block.
You didn't say that.
That's exactly what I said.
I'm gonna give you half.
Roll the
I'm
footage.
gonna give you half a point.
Okay. It's better than nothing.
Moving on. Question 2. I'm not looking.
I'm good at this game.
I'm not looking for a definition here. I want you to tell me what the acronym stands for.
Hold on, I have to Google what acronym
Jesus
is.
Christ, here we go again.
It's like letters abbreviated, meaning something. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
What does VPN stand for?
Virtual password. Virtual. I take that back. It's not
Okay.
password. The N stands for network.
Okay.
Virtual pedophile network.
Is that your final answer?
Virtual pathological pond vertical
10 seconds.
vertical pedophile neurosis.
Is that your final answer?
Virtual virtual password network.
Final answer?
Amen. Praise God.
Virtual private.
Ah!
So close!
I knew that one!
You know what? I'll give you half a point on that. So if you get this last one right,
Fuck, I'm a full point.
if you get this one right,
I need just majority rules, right?
yeah, no, you got 2 half
Oh,
points.
I have to Google majority.
Jesus, can we move on?
The odds are in your favor. Okay, yeah.
It's Hunger Games. Okay, if you got 2 half points on the first 2 questions, if you get this one right, you will get your 2 out of 3 and win. Okay?
Yeah, let's go!
What
So horny right now. Continue.
does the WLAN chip do?
Ooh, it's not off to a good start. Say that, what the acronym for that?
No,
Windows. What?
I don't need what the abbreviation stands for.
Okay, what's the thing?
I want you to tell me what it does.
What's the
Or
thing?
what it's for.
What is
the
it?
WLAN chip.
Windows landline. WLAN. I remember that.
Uh-huh.
Windows.
I don't need the abbreviation. I just want you to tell me what it does.
Shit.
What is the chip used for?
It's a chip.
Yeah, it's a chip in a computer.
Well, it's obviously for the cookies then. Chocolate chip cookies.
Is that your final answer?
Give me an amen. No.
Okay.
So what is the WLAN used for?
The chip in the computer. What is it used for?
What chip? Where's their chip? Wait, can you point to where it is on my computer
It's
so
in
I
the
can...
motherboard.
Motherboard. The motherboards are only in spaceships.
Okay.
So it's a chip. WLAN. So that is to access the internet towers that send electricity through the wires. It's to access your internet provider. It's to access your internet provider to provide you internet.
Okay. That is true, but I'm going to need a little bit more information.
It sends your data across. Give me another.
I mean, it does, but I'm going to need you to elaborate.
Okay, so what's it called again?
The WLAN chip.
WLAN. Is that spelled W-H...
Nope.
W-A...
Nope.
H-U-N?
WLAN.
W-A-L-N. And what?
W-L-A-N.
You said A. You said W-A-L-A-N.
I definitely didn't say something others.
W-L-A-N.
Yes. It is to access the internet. You were right on that. But
It's to access your landline in the ground, which
I already said it accesses
goes
the
backs
internet.
up. So what does it do?
Let me help you out a little bit.
What is it?
This is your what's it called?
Oh my
lifeline.
God! You're making my brain hurt.
I'm going to give you a lifeline.
Yeah.
I'm going to help you out a little bit. You said it is to connect to the internet, and that is correct. I need to know.
I knew it.
I need to know how.
Oh, obviously, through electromagnetical force fields.
What?
So how does it access
The
to
internet.
your internet?
Correct. I really only need one word here.
Electromagnetical?
You
No.
think that's one word?
What's the thing with the VPN? What's that thing called? What's the thing called?
What?
What's the thing called? The VPN?
I don't know.
Your proxy? Your proxy server.
Through you think? Okay, so you think the WLAN chip is to connect to the internet through your proxy server?
Through the algorithm.
I'm gonna need you to give me an answer here.
Did I say it already?
No.
Okay. Through the server.
What?
Through the server.
I'm looking for one word here.
Server. Isn't that a word?
Is that your final answer?
Through the...
stuck on through though. I
server,
never said that.
server.
You're going with
Through
server?
the waitress. The waitress brings it back to the internet company, brings you back here. We'll land.
Okay. Is that your final answer?
Fuck it.
Okay. So you think the W is for server?
No, you said it wasn't an algorithm.
That did. Well, I said it was an algorithm. I wasn't looking for you to like tell me what the abbreviation stands for.
Through your window.
Okay.
Looking at you through the glass.
It is.
Don't know how much time has passed.
All I know is that the feels like the. Sorry.
You know that song.
The chip is used or is there to connect to your internet wirelessly.
Wirelessly.
Yep.
Well, that's not even a thing. If there's not a wire, why does it have to be wireless? That's just magic.
It basically gives you Wi-Fi. I would have taken that too.
Wi-Fi, I said that.
No, you didn't!
I said through the proxy server. What a great segment. I definitely won that.
What's a proxy server? You get this one right.
Obviously, it serves your proxies.
Never mind, you're not gonna get it. So he was close, folks. He got... I'll give you 1.5
Dude.
out of 3.
Nobody knows these things. What? You're the weird one for knowing these things. What are you, a fucking nerd? What are you, a fucking piece of candy that no one even likes?
I fucking love nerds.
They eat it on Halloween?
I eat it all the... I literally had a box of them 2 nights ago.
Jesus Christ.
Cheese and rice.
Let's get to the next segment.
Sure!
After I demolished that last one.
Demolin.
Today in history. And what is the date?
Good question.
You know the date.
That's June something.
17th,
17th, baby.
Well, we got a big one.
What is it?
But before we get to it, we're trying to get you a big one. And that's with our ad from Blue Chew.
Blue Chew?
Check it out. Now, from our next sponsor, Blue Chew.
Blue Chew. Do you not get boners? Choose some Blue Chew.
Sometimes I have trouble getting a boner.
Now let me tell you. Do you enjoy like sitting in a doctor's office and just being embarrassed to be there about it?
Well, not really.
No?
No.
Well, let me tell you about Blue Chew. They have online doctor visits
Yeah?
to find out if this is right for you, and then they'll prescribe you right online. Ship them right to your door.
Right online.
Empty or full stomach, doesn't matter. Always be ready for fucking.
So you're saying if I need a boner and I can't get one, I can go to a place online.
Yeah.
And they're going to send me boner pills to my door.
Blue Chew.
Blue Chew?
Blue Chew.
Well, let me look it up right now.
No hassling with hard to swallow pills. You just chew it.
It says here you just chew it.
Yeah.
Blue Chew.
Use code MattyDaddy for 10% off your first package.
I just used code MattyDaddy, and I just got 10% off my first package.
Wow!
And thanks to our sponsor, Blue Chew, where if you use code MDATM at checkout, you'll get whatever that ad just said.
I think I got it stuck in my chest and neck because I can't move. It's all stiff.
You can also get a refund. Oh, that was a joke. Sorry, that was so funny. I forgot to laugh until now. Anyways, so
It's so fucking hard here.
the last thing for Today in History.
Yes, tell me about it.
Never mind Bill Cosby's fucking rape accusations that got outruled in court because the jury couldn't come to a conclusion. Never mind that.
I mean, it's just how you're fucking bitches.
Never mind the fucking tsunami that killed 22,000 Haitian people.
22,000 Haitians died?
Yeah,
And we're never minding it?
never
Stop
mind.
Asian hate.
Never mind that fucking Velociraptor's head that got ripped off by Arnold Schwarzenegger in the unreleased straight-to-DVD adult film Velocicock. Never mind it, because
I thought that was called Velocirator.
Velociraper.
Oh.
Yeah, there was 2 different versions.
I thought it was an excellent flick. Go ahead.
It's good, but never mind it.
Yeah.
Because on this day in history, is when the classic start of the O.J. Simpson fucking trial started. It actually started before that. But on this day, June 17th, in history,
Yes.
is when the O.J. Simpson car chase and the white Bronco ensued. 1994.
1994 is when that happened?
Mm-hmm.
That white Bronco is iconic.
Yeah, and
Also-
still to this day, their sales have dropped because you kind of look like, you know, a black former NFL football player murderer every time you drive one.
Sure.
It just is what it
There's
is.
actually a white Bronco at a shop
I'd buy one.
just outside of Algona
How much?
to the east. It's not for sale. It's the actual guy's vehicle. It's always there. It is the spitting image of OJ's.
Yeah, I would buy one.
I would too.
I'd love to look like a former NFL Heisman trophy winning player in college who was double murderer who got not convicted of
This motherfucker
murder charges and then later convicted to prison time for stealing his own memorabilia.
Yeah. He got off on the murder charge, and then went to release a book called "If I Did It."
Yeah.
So
Great. And he's great
that's
on
awesome.
Twitter. He's great on Twitter.
That's awesome.
Do you follow him on Twitter?
Tell me about it.
Follow him. Apparently, he just releases some crazy content.
Sure.
And if he did, I'm not saying he murdered his wife and her boyfriend, but if he did, it really seems like he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It really seems like if you could talk to him in private, say you're drinking, having a couple shots or whatever, he'd be like,
The first thing out of his mouth.
let me tell you something. I did murder the bitch and the guy, but she deserved it. You know, I feel like that's what he would say.
Sure.
Just judging his demeanor on his Twitter videos.
Gotcha.
I think he's just talking about like sports and like politics and shit on his Twitter videos. But like,
So literally
unapologetically a fucking brutal murderer.
Yeah.
And a great football player.
Great football player. The juice.
So should we get to this day in history?
Yeah, let's
When the car chase ensued.
Yeah.
Alright, you want to read this?
Would you want me to read everything? On June 17th, 1994, like we said,
Yep.
the world stopped to watch one of the most infamous car chases in history of football legend, O.J. Simpson. The car chase took place on Los Angeles 405 freeway, lasted for nearly 2 hours.
That's a long car chase.
How do you not run out of gas? Those Broncos suck it.
Yeah.
They suck the gas.
He must have just filled up.
He was playing it. That's a thinker. That's first degree right there.
Yep.
It lasted 2 hours as LA cops surrounded Simpson's white Ford Bronco, which was driven by his friend and former teammate, Al Cowlings.
So here's a couple things to know about the chase.
Sure. The vehicle was driven by his longtime friend and former teammate at UFC.
Which you just said.
And the Buffalo Bills.
Jinx, you owe me a soda?
It topped out at its height of speed was only 60 miles an hour.
So that's a slow car chase.
That's very slow. That's like on the highway, driving normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. When the chase came to an end, police found a fake goatee and mustache, a bottle of makeup and
Of course. Yep.
receipts from a beauty store, and Simpson's passport and a gun in the Bronco.
Nothing seems obvious.
No, that's everything that's in my car.
Yeah.
I have every single one of those.
People looked in that closet.
You check them off the list.
I have 32 fake mustaches.
You do.
So
17
Does
wigs.
that mean I'm, I should be guilty of 32 counts of first degree murder?
No, that just means you have a multi-personality disorder.
Yeah, it just means I'm a fun guy.
Yeah.
What's this one say?
Yeah. When Simpson did not turn himself in on the day of the case, Robert Kardashian, also known as
Kim Kardashian's father.
That's his mom now.
No, that's Bruce Jenner.
Whatever. Read a letter by Simpson to the
Caitlyn Jenner,
media.
sorry.
You're right.
What?
I thought they were the same
Oh,
person.
are you done? No, Robert Kardashian, he's dead now. Rest in peace.
Oh, that's right.
But he was
That's
a
what I
lawyer.
thought.
He was married to Kim's bitch mom, whatever her name is. I can't. Ashley or something.
Candace, I think.
Candace Owens.
They're all K's. KKK.
Kardashian. Yeah. But yeah, she was. That's Kim, Courtney, Chloe's dad.
Yeah, KKK.
and then whatever the mom, she left him for Bruce Jenner.
That's not who it is.
Imagine the life of Kim Kardashian. She's like, yeah, my dad, was the lawyer for O.J. Simpson.
He died.
No, he wasn't the lawyer, because the lawyer was, he was part of the proceeding team. The lawyer was, I can't think of his fucking name right now.
Of course not. Why would you be prepared?
He was the lawyer for Michael Jackson, too, and the rape charge. A really good fucking...
he fucked children.
African-American lawyer.
Yeah.
It's irritating me. But, the Kardashian, Robert Kardashian, he was part of the legal proceedings team.
Sure. Can we get to the point here?
Yeah, I highlighted some shit here.
No, you were gonna list off all the crazy things that have happened to Kim Kardashian, and then you stopped at the first one to get fully into.
Oh, well, yeah, because I misspoke and I had to correct myself. But yeah, Kim Kardashian's dad was part of the legal proceedings for O.J. Simpson.
Yep.
And then, they were always rich. And then her mother's a giant whore, Ashley Kardashian.
Nice.
And then she married fucking former Olympic gold medalist.
Hurdles, I believe, right?
He
was a hurdler?
Something, yeah.
He was. He's dead now.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
The guy in the Wheaties box. And then
No, Bruce Jenner is dead.
Bruce? Yeah. Because it's Caitlyn Jenner now.
Right.
And,
no, that's somebody else.
And if
He
you
killed
don't
that guy in the car
fucking
crash.
like that, I'm gonna put you up. We're about to put you on fucking notice.
'Cause Bruce Jenner is a dead name of a dead person. It's Caitlyn, and that's it. That's it.
And
Okay?
that's it.
That's it.
Bruce forever in our heart and
He's
on the
dead
Wheaties
now
box.
because he's the one that hit that people and killed them, not Caitlyn.
Alright, so what about this stuff?
Well, the highlight's gone, so I don't know what to read now. Yes. Should I read it like this?
No.
Okay. Some suspected the note read by Kardashian could be a suicide note.
Well, okay.
Reese Gibson thinks-
to give preference.
Yes. The note. They had a note for evidence that read, "First, everyone understand I have nothing to do with Nicole's murder. I loved her, always have and always will. If we had a problem, it's because I loved her so much."
So that's what a
So it could be-
supposed suicide note.
It could be perceived as the beginning of a suicide note.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some suspected it could be a suicide note, and the presumption was further escalated when he was found with a gun to his own head during the chase. I did not know that.
I mean, you ever have a bad day, you just put a gun to your head during a car chase? I mean, it happens to the best of us.
I mean, everybody in America is a couple days away from detonating a bomb in front of Billie Eilish's house.
That's
So,
right. Billie Eilish, rest in peace.
Yeah. Domino's Pizza reported record delivery sales during the chase, as people were most likely glued to the televisions. So,
Shout out to Domino's Pizza.
shout out Domino's Pizza, the unofficial sponsor of the O.J. Simpson chase.
The only reason they were about to foreclose in 1995, the only reason they stuck around is because of O.J. Simpson's infamous Bronco car chase.
Yeah, it kept them alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, the unofficial sponsor.
And now we can avoid the Noid.
I mean,
Check it out.
that apparently that was an old commercial. But
Yeah.
even before us, I never heard of it until it came out.
Yeah, some controversy with that. A guy actually used to play that role and he fucking ended up committing suicide, so they dropped the character, but now it's back in animated form.
Oh wow, you
What's
know a
this
lot
one
about
say?
that, huh?
Yeah.
Over a dozen helicopters and police cars followed the Bronco on Interstate 405 in LA throughout the entirety of the chase. So they had over 12 following them.
Apparently, 12 cars that couldn't go over 60 miles an hour.
Well, I mean, they could, but I don't think he could. I'm pretty sure that Bronco tops out at 60.
Yeah, but why wouldn't they just go in front of them or something, Apparently, they're like, okay, we're dealing with
You're talking like a pit maneuver.
a fucking murderer, but he was in a few movies. He was a Heisman Trophy winner.
Naked Gunner, right?
Naked Gun, yeah. He was played in the NFL, had a good career. So let's properly store our China.
Sure.
That's what I took from it.
Well, I was thinking that they just didn't know what a pit maneuver was yet.
Maybe.
Yeah.
They knew how to pit maneuver Rodney King. Ayo! Beat him to shit. Okay, what does this one say?
Roughly an hour and a half later, Simpson surrendered his mansion where he sat inside the Bronco demanding to speak to his mother for nearly another hour. So he just sat there for another hour.
If I had dimed for every time I demanded to speak to my mother in front of police for over an hour.
How much would you have?
25 cents.
What's a half for?
30 minutes.
Okay. Before being taken into custody by police, OJ used the bathroom in his home, called his mother, and drank a glass of juice. I assume it's his orange juice.
Orange juice.
Definitely orange juice. Nah. Okay. The infamous car chase proved to be one of the most memorable moments in TV history.
Watch the O.J. Simpson trial in 60 seconds.
I'd rather not.
No, so, I mean, that's basically what started the infamous
That's crazy.
O.J. Simpson trial.
Yes.
I wish, we were older than 2 and 3 years old and we could actually watch that on cable television, because I'm sure it was on multiple channels.
Well, they might have just been streaming it on Netflix, honestly.
In 1994?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't understand time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, that would have been awesome. And then the trial went on for a while.
Yeah.
DJ Cochran. Or
Khaled?
something Cochran. Cochran.
That sounds familiar. That was
It's
the
definitely
name.
not DJ. DJ Cochran. DJ Cochran. It's something Cochran though.
Da-da-da-da.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if that doesn't top off today in history, I don't know what does. So, happy birthday to
OJ.
well, the
I was trying to see where you're going there.
The fucking the Statue of Liberty.
Yup.
Happy birthday to
Bill O'Reilly.
fucking
John Cena.
James
Jones.
James
Earl Jones.
Ray Charles.
Okay.
No, that's not it.
Bobby Lashley?
Billy King.
Billie Eilish?
And then happy birthday to the O.J. Simpson car chase.
Car
that
chase?
literally stopped the world in its tracks, and everyone was glued to their television screen, just like they're glued to this fucking podcast right now because it's so fucking good.
Can I just...
2-time Oscar-nominated podcast of the year. What up, what up?
Can I just say that for the entire world to completely stop its spinning on its axis,
Yep.
and for the entire world to take glue and put it on their face and their TV and put them together, that's pretty big.
Dude, Mars was looking with a telescope like, yo, what's Earth doing?
That's what we were doing.
And I'm like, oh, O.J. Simpson, that makes sense. I loved him, and
They got glue on their face again.
yeah, I loved him in that movie where he was on a boat.
Yeah. Was that boat trip?
Mine was airplane.
Okay.
Which brings me to our next segment. I still got to take you to the Mile High Club.
Yeah, you do.
So let's get to it. Ain't nothing to it but to boof it, and I'm gonna boof you in my
penis.
butt.
Yeah. Well,
Your
that's
penis.
what boofing is.
You cut off from dad jokes. And thank you for tuning into this.
Actually, before we do this,
Please.
I forgot I had a story to tell you. A few days
Of
ago.
course.
A few days ago, I
They
was.
scribble it down on my notepad.
My wife sent me to the store to pick up stuff for or supper, right?
No.
And I couldn't find a certain ingredient. I don't remember what it was.
Paprika.
I think it was something in the spice aisle. Actually,
Onion powder.
it was onion powder.
I knew it.
And so I FaceTimed her.
Your wife was texting me the whole time. She's like, this fucking douchebag can't even find the fucking onion powder. And I'm like, yeah, sorry. He's kind of gay. So am I.
I mean, all that's true, but anyway, I FaceTimed
Should I
her.
sing the song again? No.
I FaceTimed her to help me find where it is because she gets all the spices all the time, so she knew where it was.
Yeah.
So I FaceTime her.
You say, hey, I'm not Posh Spice.
And
I don't
she's-
know what the fuck this thing is.
She's talking. Yeah, she's talking to me, showing me where it is, and then all of a sudden she starts talking to my oldest son, the second born, Trace, and goes. First of all, I have my phone on FaceTiming, so the volume's all the way up so I can hear her. There's like at least 4 or 5 people around me, a couple kids.
She's like, what the fuck, you fucking cuck? I know I should have fucking bukkakied you and everyone you work with last night. You can't even find onion powder. You fucking piece of shit, Posh.0.
No. She goes, "Come here, buddy. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you cry. To be fair, I didn't call you retarded. I said you were being retarded."
To your son.
Yeah. The three people looked at me and I'm like, "Eh." I didn't call you retarded. I said you were being retarded.
Moral of the story, that's why you never speakerphone when I call.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I know better.
Because I'd be like, hey, I didn't mean to stick my thumb over your butt. You were just running in front of me and we both tripped at the same time.
I mean, that's what we're going to tell people, but next time, use your dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just had to see the depth with my thumb first.
Yeah.
And thanks for tuning in this week's episode of Matty and the Midget Podcast. And stay tuned for the bonus boners. I am Matty Daddy. I swear it was because we tripped and fell, and that's the entire reason my thumb went up to your ass, and I didn't mean to lick it afterwards, but you accidentally nudged my elbow, and it put my thumb into my mouth, and it tasted kind of good, but it was an accident. Simonson, and I'm here with
Jake, whatever the fuck he just said, the Midget Hillsbag.
And we'll catch you next time.
Alright, take the pants off. Let's fuck. Let's make sure you edit this out.
It's only letting me go so far.
Yeah, you're plugged in, buddy.
Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast. 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 Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast.
I'm pregnant. I do not want to touch his ass.